Japan has one of the highest life expectancies in the world. A country where people work for decades without burning out, maintain mental clarity into old age, and live with remarkable inner peace. This isn't a coincidence. These are habits passed down through generations. Today, 13 Japanese principles can change your life, just as they change the lives of millions of Japanese every day. Principle 1. Ikigai. Find your reason to wake up in the morning. Ikigai is a Japanese concept that doesn't have an exact translation. Roughly, it means reason to be. It's the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what people can pay for. Almost everyone in Okinawa, one of the regions with the highest life expectancy on the planet, even at 90 and 100 years old, can answer the question, why do I wake up in the morning? They have a purpose worth waking up for. It doesn't have to be work in the traditional sense. Maybe it's caring for the garden, grandchildren, or neighbors. The most important thing is a sense of meaning. Find your Ikigai. Ask yourself, what am I doing that makes me feel like I've lived a meaningful day? Principle 2. Kaizen. Small steps instead of big leaps. Kaizen is a philosophy of continuous small improvement, not a revolution, not a sudden start on Monday, but a tiny step forward every day. This philosophy formed the foundation of Japanese industry and made it one of the most efficient in the world. But it works in your personal life too. If you want to change, don't try to rebuild your entire life in one day. Improve by 1% today. Read one more page. Do one more repetition. Go to bed 10 minutes earlier. Small improvements, repeated daily, produce greater results than rare, drastic attempts that quickly end in burnout. Principle 3. Hara Hachi Bu. Eat until you're 80% full. This Okinawan rule is one of the reasons why obesity and related diseases are so rare there. Hara Hachi Bu literally means eat until your stomach is 80% full. Not to the point of being full, not to the point of being heavy, just enough to feel full, but not overeating. It takes about 20 minutes for the brain to receive the signal of satiety. Eating until you're completely full is already overeating. The brain simply hasn't had time to communicate that yet. Slow down while eating. Chew more slowly. Stop a little earlier than you think you'll be hungry. Your body will thank you, not right away, but over time. Principle 4. Shinrin Yoku, forest bathing. In Japan, there's an official practice, even recognized by the healthcare system, Shinrin Yoku, or forest bathing. This isn't a walk for athletic performance. It's a slow, mindful experience in the forest, no phone, no goal, just being among the trees. Research shows that time in the forest lowers cortisol levels, lowers blood pressure, improves mood, and even strengthens the immune system, thanks to phytoncides, substances released by trees. You don't necessarily have to go to a wild forest. Even a park near your home will do. The key is slowness and presence. Don't rush through nature, but be in it. Principle 5. Wabi Sabi, embracing imperfection. Wabi Sabi is an aesthetic and philosophical concept about the beauty of the imperfect, the temporary, and the unfinished. In Western culture, we often strive for the ideal, the perfect body, the perfect career, the perfect life. Wabi Sabi teaches something different. Beauty is in the cracks, in the wrinkles, in the incomplete, in what changes and ages. This philosophy reduces anxiety and perfectionism, two main sources of unhappiness in the modern world. When you accept that imperfection is normal, not a failure, life becomes significantly easier. Look at your life through this lens. Not everything has to be perfect to be valuable. Principle 6. Gambaru, perseverance without complaining. Gambaru is about perseverance, about doing your best and not giving up, even when things are tough. But unlike the Western understanding of perseverance, Gambaru isn't accompanied by drama or complaints. In Japanese culture, it's considered inappropriate to loudly complain about difficulties. Instead, there's quiet determination. Do your part well, no matter what, without the need for everyone to notice and appreciate it. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means channeling your energy into action, not constantly dwelling on how hard it is. Next time you encounter a challenge, try spending less time complaining and more time taking the next small step. Principle 7. Shoshin, beginner's mind. Shoshin is a Zen Buddhist concept meaning beginner's mind. Approach any situation, even a familiar one, with openness, curiosity, and an open mind, as if seeing it for the first time. Experts often become prisoners of their experience. They stop noticing new things because they're convinced they already know everything. Beginner's mind is the antidote to this. Apply this in relationships. Listen to your partner as if you're meeting them for the first time. In work, approach a familiar task with the question, what if there's a better way? In life in general, maintain curiosity, not complacency. Principle 8. Mindfulness in simple rituals. In Japan, much attention is paid to rituals. The tea ceremony, calligraphy, even simple house cleaning. Not as chores, but as meditation in action. The idea is that any simple action can be transformed into a moment of presence, if done mindfully, without rushing, fully focusing on the process, not the result. Try this with something simple in your life. Morning coffee, without your phone, just savor the taste. Washing the dishes, as a meditative, not an irritating process. Simple rituals, performed mindfully, add moments of calm to the day that are often sorely lacking. Principle 9. Respect for elders and maintaining connections. Respect for elders and maintaining family and community ties throughout life are deeply ingrained in Japanese culture. This isn't just a tradition, it has a measurable effect. Research on Okinawan centenarians shows that one of the key factors in their long and happy lives is their moai, a circle of close friends formed in youth and maintained for decades. Don't let important relationships fray due to busyness. Call your parents, keep in touch with old friends. These relationships aren't sentimentality. They are one of the most powerful factors in longevity and happiness that exists. Principle 10. Minimalism and order in space. The Japanese aesthetic of minimalism isn't just about interior design, it's a philosophy. Fewer things equal more clarity. A cluttered space creates a cluttered mind. When everything is tidy, when everything has its place and the home is free of unnecessary clutter, background anxiety is reduced, which most people don't even notice until they declutter. You don't need to turn your home into an empty room. Regularly getting rid of what's no longer needed is sufficient. Ask yourself, does this thing bring you benefit or joy, or is it just taking up space? Regular movement integrated into life. In Japan, fanatical gym workouts aren't common. Instead, movement is built into everyday life. Walking, cycling, climbing stairs, gardening. This proves more effective than occasional intense workouts. Constant light movement throughout the day supports metabolism, joints, and heart health better than an hour at the gym once a week and a sedentary lifestyle the rest of the time. Find ways to integrate movement into your daily routine. Walk instead of drive, climb the stairs, take a short walk after eating. This doesn't require a separate time commitment. It becomes part of your life. Humility as strength. In Japanese culture, modesty is valued more highly than self-presentation. Boasting is considered a sign of immaturity, not confidence. This creates an interesting effect. People who don't constantly try to prove their worth are paradoxically perceived as more competent and trustworthy. Try letting your results speak for you, instead of talking about them yourself. This isn't about low self-esteem. It's about a calm confidence that doesn't need validation from others. Accepting impermanence. The final and perhaps most profound principle is mono no aware. Recognizing the impermanence of all things and finding beauty in it. Cherry blossoms are so revered in Japan precisely because they last only a few days. Their value lies in their impermanence. This same principle applies to life. Moments, people, periods of life, all pass. And instead of fearing this or clinging to a permanence that doesn't exist, we can learn to appreciate what we have now, knowing that it won't last forever. This isn't a sad thought. It's a thought that makes the present moment more precious. 13 principles. From the meaning of life, Ikigai, to accepting impermanence, mono no aware. These aren't quick fixes. This is a philosophy that has evolved over centuries and proven its power, in longevity, in peace, in the quality of life of an entire nation. You don't need to implement everything at once. Choose one principle that resonates most with you and start with it. Japanese wisdom teaches exactly this. Small, consistent steps create big changes. Save this video, refer back to it whenever you need a reminder. And let us know in the comments, which of the 13 principles will you try first?